Good morning, everyone. Just doing some of the early morning stuff that I normally do first thing in the morning. I just woke up. I'm using some of this beautiful morning sunlight. I wonder. Play around with some of these settings right quick. Boom. Oh, yeah. Got that sunrise lighting this morning. Well, I don't know. There's something that I wanted to talk about. Lights are about to come on. Everything's growing fine. Temperatures are fine. I'm not going to water anything today. Just going to let it do its thing. But we got a lot of things going on. Probably February's coming up on us very, very quickly. We're about to have some legislative stuff going on. If you're looking for more information on that, make sure to follow the Oklahomans for Health or Oklahomans for Cannabis. I get them mixed up. They were one thing before, then they were the other. But they're the ones that are going to be giving us the live videos from the actual Capitol and giving us all the information after the meetings are done. So, Chip Paul and his wife, and a couple others. Frank Grove does pretty good at repeating things that we need to hear, and Chris Moe definitely puts himself out there as well. We're gonna really see how useful these guys are whenever session is back in. It's gonna. I really appreciated those guys in the very beginning, but there was a lot of confusion between me, Uncle Grumpy, John Frazier, and Norma Sapp. I'm just a big supporter of medical marijuana. I think that I've just seen a lot of addiction and a lot of drug abuse going on in my life. I think that there is definitely a reform that needs to happen in our medical prescription pills areas and our recreational alcohol drinking bars. Like, I used to be a bartender. I can't believe there's parking lots outside of bars. There's places you can park your car, go in and drink, and then go back and get in your car. You're supposed to be a responsible drinker. Have a DD or get a taxi. That's like 10% of people. Hardly anyone. Too many people out there actually drinking and driving. But that's besides the point. The main thing, the issue that I have with recreational and medical is, even if it's recreational, I still feel like there's some sort of legal document that you need to have that allows you to drive with it, to have it in your house, I think that a person that drinks alcohol should have the same type of license. There should be like a recreational drug license or something that you have to do that. It makes you responsible. It makes you liable for anything that happens or goes on. I just feel like it would make people more accountable. So that was kind of. I'm a very opinionated person. That's kind of my opinion. I think that there should definitely be some sort of licensing for recreational drugs as well as medical. And that was kind of my issue with those guys. Right before we voted on 788, there was this distraction that popped up, and I'll call it a distraction because that's what it was. It turned out in the very end it was nothing but a distraction. Reading the vote, I enjoyed what they were doing. They did a great job at rallying people together and getting people all on the same board. I really feel like they jumped on the back of 788 though. And one second. Yes, this is him. Okie dokie. Man, those guys are already calling early this morning. I freaking filled out a FAFSA grant, and now I can't. They're just constantly telemarketers and people. They sold my number to somebody. I don't know, but it's kind of annoying. But anyway, so Norma Sapp, John Fraser, and Uncle Grumpy. John Fraser recently unblocked me. You know, things are. I asked him to. I was like, dude, come on, just unblock me. You know, you definitely. He keeps up with things very well, and I'm kind of lazy. I don't want to have to scour Facebook to find the information I want when John Fraser has already found it and posted his own video about it. I wish Uncle Grumpy would unblock me too, because he has some pretty good information. Every now and then when he posts on either Edmund Cannabis or something that he posts gets posted in one of the pages that I run, I get to see it then, but most of the time if it's off of his page or if someone's sharing just his stuff, if it doesn't go into one of my groups, I can't see it because I'm blocked. So, Uncle Grumpy, unblock me. You know, we got medical. We don't have to have recreational now. But that's what the deal was. I kept telling Uncle Grumpy and John Fraser and Norma Sapp, all three of them, that hey, we really need to focus on medical marijuana right now. We don't need the distraction of these two other bills that we're having to collect signatures for. You know, it was the whole Oklahomans for cannabis and 788. They had specifically asked people not to support recreational marijuana because a lot of our arguments that we had with people was, oh, this is just recreational in disguise, and we were responding with, no, it's not. We don't support recreational. This is not recreational. And I still don't support recreational. I think that we've got a great thing going. It's working for me. If I can get medical marijuana in Oklahoma for my ADHD, you can too. For whatever you need it for. There is definitely something that needs to be consistent, and switching from recreational to medical is not consistent. There is, and the example that we have is California and Colorado, which I consider to be some of the most liberal places in the United States, and it took them years to switch from medical to recreational, and Oklahoma is going to be the first one to do that within the same month almost. No, that's not going to happen. I'm not trying to stop anybody from going and supporting recreational marijuana, cannabis, or I just want that to not mess up or blemish the medical marijuana side of things. And there's so many things that can put a blemish on medical marijuana. All these robberies that are happening, dispensaries not dispensing the way they should dispense, patients acting goofy and abusing this new law that we have. People just breaking the rules that we've been given. We've barely had this thing. It's barely been 6 months. We really, I really feel like I'm going to start putting myself out there more to be a better example for what we should be doing. Starting conversations about things that need to be talked about. There are all kinds of things that I feel that need to change. And I'm going to try to help change them. So I'm going to keep doing live videos. I'm going to try to do a live video a day so I can just get better at talking to the camera and have some, a schedule, something else to make myself more accountable to the day in the mornings and stuff. But I'm going to give myself a little checkup on my plants here. This is going to be a short video for today. Oh yeah, it's growing big. Yeah. Decent sized leaf right there. Yeah, I worry sometimes about even the things that I do. I don't really feel like showing off my plants and explaining how to grow cannabis is a bad thing. It's a plant that grows out of the ground. I don't know, it's so... It blows my mind. It's hard for me to even talk about it without having my mind blown. Well, I think I want to put my green crack in the veg tin now. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and stick her in there. Here we go. I'm going to get a decent sized saucer. This is the green crack clone. It's doing a lot better than it was. I'll have to make a post about this too. But it was a tiny little thing when I first got it. There we go. Ta-da. I can't really think of anything else. I think I might go ahead and just cut it right there, guys. I definitely wanted to talk about the legislation coming up. That'll be coming out soon in February. Make sure to keep up. Yellow. Hello? Yes, this is him. How do you block a number? I really need to know. But anyway, so in February, we're going to be going back into the Capitol to go over some of the more of the rules and stuff for medical marijuana for 788. I encourage everyone to be on your best behavior. We should have been being on our best behavior the whole time. I even messed up a few times. It was just so exciting. You know, I had to get on and smoke a bowl or something, but I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I'm going to try to just be showing you my grow and sharing some of the information that I learned as I go on this adventure of growing cannabis in Oklahoma. It's definitely a great place to grow. We've definitely got some strong history in gardening here in Oklahoma. So I think we'll do good, especially when summertime comes around, because Oh boy, there's gonna be some outdoor grows. I can't wait to. Hopefully, I might be able to do some like garden tours or something. That'd be fun. Very excited for everything that comes in the future. I'd like to thank everyone that helped out with 788, and I can't believe that I got 2 tents with with cannabis in them. This was nice. It's really not. The thing that excites me the most is being self-sufficient. Like I don't have to go to the doctor and wait for my prescription, or if I, you know, took one too many of my medicines and I'm out a couple days, I can do that sort of thing. I can not take it one day. I can take it a little bit more the next day. That was kind of where my problem was with the Adderall and stuff, but after a while, it wasn't working like it used to in the beginning, my medicine for my ADHD. And that's where kind of the addiction starts to come in. A lot of pill bottles and stuff say, take as needed. Well, what the hell is that? What? Are you serious? I'd rather take something that's way less harmful to my body, and I can literally take as needed. And to have a supply, that I'm growing myself, I don't really feel guilty. It's a lot cheaper. Boy, is it a lot cheaper. I paid $20 for a clone, a plant, and I'll probably be able to get 2 ounces off of this plant. If I got 1 ounce off the plant, Jesus. There we go. So the sun's finally poking out. It's gonna start wiping me out. It's so bright. But thanks everyone for liking and sharing my stuff. I'm gonna try to get on here every day just to do something. Tell Uncle Grumpy to unblock me so I can, be up to date on all the legislative stuff that's going on. And thanks Chip Paul for being so on top of things in the legislature and legislation. And thanks for writing 788. This is a video for Chip Paul. Man, you helped us out. You did it. I'd like to thank Frank Grove too. He was a big part of 788. I think the Jenkins is their last name. The people that are running Flowercraft. His testimonial was probably another thing that set us into this. He's definitely got a great business he's opening up, Flowercraft, so check them out. And if you need help growing your own, come on down to Redbud Hydroponics and we'll get you set up. Until next time, I will see y'all later, and that's our show. Thanks for